What is up, YouTube? This is Rather Be Welding coming at you again with another homemade project. Today we have my completed, finished, painted, everything done to it chopper bike, and I actually just finished painting this thing. And I'll be honest, it looks really nice, but the paint doesn't stick. You can just scratch it off with your fingernails, which is not good. And just a quick 360 of this thing. It looks really nice. It's just really crappy paint. You know, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't the cheapest paint, but so it's like $10 a can, or like $7 a can. So I don't know why it's scratching off really easily. But this stuff right here, can I focus? Right here, you just scratch it right off. Yep. And something that happened was I was putting this thing back together last night, and all of a sudden I noticed a crack in this aluminum housing. I don't know if you can see that right there. If this camera could focus, you stupid piece of crap. Hang on, sorry. Can this thing focus? There we go. You can see a little bit of a crack right there, and then there's a whole crack that goes along there, and a crack underneath it that holds on this whole thing. So I didn't know what to do. I can't weld aluminum yet. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get a TIG welder soon. So I did the most redneck thing I could think of that would fix it fast, is just put a steel plate on here, bolt it down to the aluminum, and then weld right there. So I took off some of the paint job right there. So hopefully it's not gonna break while I'm riding, because that would not be good. And another thing, the paint I used for this, it's high heat paint, but not high enough heat. So I went for a test drive and it's starting to bubble off. And so that's great. I'm gonna have to repaint that. I had to weld this thing on. I forgot about that when I painted it. I had to weld this on, so I had to grind some of the paint off and then weld it, and I'm gonna have to repaint that. Now I'm gonna have to repaint this thing. So it is rideable. It is done. I just have a few more things to do to it, and then it's completely done, ready to sell. Hopefully that aluminum bar isn't gonna snap in half while I'm riding, cause me to crash, and Hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully I'm going to be able to paint that soon. I don't know what paint I used. I used high heat engine paint, but you know, I don't know if it's probably not high enough heat, but anyway, I'll soon repaint that and get that done. So, without me rambling on forever, let me show you what this thing can really do. So, as you can see, this thing does have some speed, but it is definitely not the fastest thing I have. But, yeah, I like the paint job. I just don't like that the paint job scratches off every time you touch it. It looks great from far away. When you get closer, you can see little spots where paint came off because I had to weld it, or I took the paint off to weld it, especially right there, and oil spots. And I painted all this whole thing for the secondary shaft black, and also the gas tank mount black, so therefore when you stand far away you don't really notice it, which is really cool. So yeah, this thing does have it definitely has some speed. Doesn't have that much power considering it doesn't really go that fast. I had to take the air filter off because for some reason this thing runs better without the air filter. I don't know why. Oh, and also, yeah, this paint definitely came off. This is just all bare metal right up to here. You can just like scratch it off. So I'm gonna have to repaint this thing, or just leave it, looks fine, just leave it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Comment below on what you think of this thing, and thank you for watching. Subscribe and have a nice day.